Tonight on the TV24 News, Tim Scott, Veterans Day events, race cars and bed builds, 2023 Humane Hero Dog winner, Alabama State ARPA Volleyball Championships. These stories plus weather with Lacey Cluntz and sports.
It's now time for the TV24 News, presented to you by Team 1 Chevrolet of Gadsden.
Good evening and thank you for tuning in to the TV24 News. I'm Shasta Jones. Here's the news for Monday, November 13th, 2023. South Carolina Senator Tim Scott has announced he is dropping out of the 2024 presidential race. He had hoped to become the first African-American GOP presidential candidate, touting a message of hope and optimism, but his campaign has struggled to take off as needed. Tim made an announcement on Fox News Channel Sunday Night in America with Trey Gowdy that not even his staffers knew was going to happen.
Question, Trey. One of the things I would recommend to every single American, I know it's not possible, by the way, if you ever want to love your country more, run for president. Traveling this country, meeting people has been one of the most fantastic experiences of my entire life. I love America more today than I did on May 22nd. But when I go back to Iowa, it will not be as a presidential candidate. I am suspending my campaign. I think the voters who are the most remarkable people on the planet have been really clear that they're telling me, not now, Tim. I don't think they're saying, Trey, no, but I do think they're saying not now. And so I'm going to respect the voters, and I'm going to hold on and keep working really hard and look forward to another opportunity.
You are suspending your presidential campaign. You have plenty of money. You have the highest approval numbers of any candidate that is running, and you're a couple of states away from coming to a state where you are beloved, and you are suspending your presidential campaign.
Romans 8:28 is such an important scripture. It says that all things work together for good for those who love God and are called according to his purpose. I think the message is clear for me right now. I am indeed suspending the campaign, but I am going to remain as committed to making sure that this country chooses the right person by enjoying the journey of just helping people everywhere throughout South Carolina and through our country. We have an amazing country. I'm very thankful to be in America. We should all be proud of this country. I was a kid, Trey, as you know, nearly failed out of high school as a freshman. And here I am, was running for president just a few minutes ago.
Over the weekend, the city of Anniston held events to honor local veterans. They started Saturday morning with a ceremony, per the Calhoun Journal, that included a moving segment dedicated to remembering the fallen soldiers and a wreath-laying ceremony by the Marine Corps League. There were also beautiful songs and music played to pay tribute to those who have served. Thanks to one of our viewers for submitting those pictures. Later that afternoon was the Calhoun County Veterans Day Parade. Veterans were honored as they rode in cars and on floats. The community came out to cheer them on, along with police and fire departments, the Anniston High School Bulldog and Sax Wildcat marching bands, and many other friends and businesses.
I teach ROTC at Anniston High School, and we're part of, we do a lot of community work for the veterans here, and do some community service work as well. For them, it's teaching about freedom and what it's all about, and serving your country, and teaching them how to be good citizens as well.
So we are representing Girl Scouts from Service Unit 231, which covers Calhoun County and about 5 counties around us. And we're marching today in the Veterans Day Parade. Patriotism is a big part of Girl Scouting and what we believe in. So we're thrilled today. We have a bunch of daisies with us. They're first-time Girl Scouts. This will be their first parade, and they're, of course, with a lot of our older girls who have been here and done it. So we're excited to show appreciation to our veterans today.
I'm serving as a block captain, which arranged the vehicles in this section of the parade. And we're also with Post 111 as a participant in the parade. I wish the weather was a little better.
We're here representing American Legion Post 57 in Jacksonville, Alabama. We've got some really exciting things going up at the post to support veterans in the community. We'd really like to have new folks come up and see what we're doing and enjoy the camaraderie and be in the community.
It was a great event and wonderful to see the community support our veterans who have given so much for the freedom of this country. The Department of Veterans Affairs rolled out new programs over this past weekend, one of which is for World War II veterans to now receive free health care. This will include no-cost health care, medical services, and nursing home care per military.com. They will no longer have to make co-payments or pay enrollment fees or monthly premiums, regardless of their disability ratings or priority group in the VA health system. The 2022 Cleland-Dole Act required the VA to provide no-cost health care to those who served our country between December 7, 1941 and December 31, 1946. Friday, VA Under Secretary for Health, Dr. Sharif Elnal, said, "These members of the greatest generation answered the call to serve when our nation and the world needed them most. Now, it's our job to serve them in every way that we can." Veterans will be contacted via phone and mail, encouraging them to enroll in VA care if they are not already. If they have private providers, Medicare, and most other insurances, they will be able to keep them if they enroll. VA care was described by officials as the best, most affordable health care in America for veterans, and those who get their care from the department have better health outcomes than non-enrolled veterans, per VA Secretary Dennis Madonna. All too often, veterans don't know about the full scope of the health care and benefits they've earned through their service to our nation. The annual American Humane Hero Dog Awards have named their 2023 winner. This nationwide competition searches out and recognizes America's hero dogs. It finds generally ordinary dogs who do extraordinary things, whether saving lives on the battlefield, lending sight or hearing to a human companion, or helping people achieve their goals. The different categories dogs compete in for these awards are law enforcement and first responder dogs. These include dogs that are critical to first responders, that safeguard the public, and that find missing victims and those who are missing in disasters. Second is service and guide hearing dogs. These are those dogs trained to perform specific tasks for people with disabilities. Third, therapy dogs. These are credentialed animal-assisted therapy dogs who are part of a therapeutic plan to aid with physical, social, emotional, and cognitive challenges per persons other than the dog's owner and handler. Fourth, military dogs. These search for explosives and seizing enemies. And finally, emerging hero and shelter dogs. These are nominated for doing heroic deeds, large or small, for overcoming difficult odds, or by having a remarkable rescue story like the millions of homeless dogs in shelters, on the streets, or needing help from unfavorable situations. The American public votes to determine the winners in each category. Those winners are then honored at the star-studded American Humane Hero Dog Awards Gala before naming the final winner. This year's 2023 award went to Maverick, a 6-year-old, 150-pound European Blue Great Dane therapy dog from Missouri. His owner says Maverick's superpower is his ability to calm people with a touch of his paw, giving them the strength to move forward. And with that, let's check in with Lacey for a sneak peek at weather.
Great news, everyone. It is going to be a very cool week. Temperatures are going to be in the 60s, and that is as high as it is going to get. And we are looking at some possible rain over the course of the next few days. And there's some crazy volcanic activity going on in other parts of the world. We'll have more with that in just a little while. Back to you, Shasta.
Well, and with that, we're going to throw it to a quick break. You're watching the TV24 News presented by Team 1 Chevrolet of Gadsden. We'll be right back.
The Coosa Valley, on the banks of the Coosa River in Gadsden, Alabama. Fishing, boating, and paddling, and home to Team 1 Chevrolet. Team 1 Chevy has been serving generations for years. Even the grandkids are grown. Come by and see why so many people come back to Team 1 Chevy in Gadsden.
Home of the best people, the best service, period.
At Campers Unlimited, we offer a no-pressure experience, no hidden fees, and great service after the sale, making us one of the fastest-growing RV dealers in the Southeast. With our second location in Oxford, we offer a great selection of over 220 campers from top brands, including Grand Design. Our mission is to help friends and family spend time together in the great outdoors. At Campers Unlimited, you aren't just a customer, you are family. Check out our inventory at campersunlimited.net or come see us at Gadsden or Oxford.
Hello, I'm James Shambley of Family Loan Company, 1115 Noble Street, Anniston. We also have 3 other locations: Family Loan of Oxford, 1225 East Snow Street, Oxford; Money Junction Finance at 1503A West Meagan Boulevard, Gadsden; and JCI Finance at 608 Gilbert's Ferry Road, Matala, Alabama. We understand the need honest people have to borrow money from time to time. At Family Loan Company, we'd love to say yes. Call or come by and see us today for the fast, confidential service that you so deserve.
Donate $50 to charity to drive around the Talladega Superspeedway, they say. Floor it, they say. It's for a good cause, they say. Well, let's see if what they say is true.
As the sign says, the Talladega Superspeedway is more than just a race. They have many events throughout the year, and this past weekend was one of the largest to benefit local charities.
All right, so we got one of our track laps for charity events that we host multiple times throughout the year here at Talladega Superspeedway. Today's track laps for charity is benefiting Toys for Tots. We always partner with a local charity with these events. We typically hold 4 throughout the year, and this is our last one for 2023. And all proceeds raised today, which is a $50 donation to our Dega Gives charity fund, or a toy can be donated to do laps around Talladega Superspeedway.
In addition to our laps around the track, we're also doing a bed build. So you'll see behind me here that we've got a bunk bed that's set up. So we have Sleepin' Heavenly Peace here, who's got 2 assembly lines that they're building beds. So they're putting all the pieces together so that they can go into our local community, identify families in need, or that have kids that are maybe sleeping on the floor or sleeping on a couch. They don't currently have a bed. So what they do is they go back into those homes and they build these beds out, whether it's a bunk bed if they have multiple children, or a single bed if they just have a single children. So their motto is no kid sleeps on the floor in our communities. And that's what we're here helping today, to put together 130 beds so we can go back out in our local community and get kids up off the floor, get them into a bed, a mattress, the bedding, pillows, everything they need to make sure they get a great night's sleep.
So Sleepin' Heavenly Peace is nationwide. We have 300 and some chapters in the United States, Canada, and Bermuda and the Bahamas. But we are local. We are in 44 states. And this year, our target goal this year is to deliver 50,000 beds to kids. And we're coming up on our busy season for the holidays. And right now we are just about 5,000 beds short of that. So we will meet our goal this year of putting 50,000 kids in beds in the United States.
Even if you were not able to make it out this past weekend, you can still go to the NASCAR Foundation website to donate to a charity, or if you would like to join in building a bed, visit the Sleepin' Heavenly Peace website for a location nearby you. They are always in need of volunteers, bedding supplies, and new chapters. Don't forget, Karen the Cougar is always looking to make new friends. So anytime you're nearby, stop on by at the Talladega Superspeedway to say hi and take a tour. From Talladega, I'm Shasta Jones.
There are many ways you can help out if you are able to, whether donating monetarily, goods, or volunteering your time. Many local charities will appreciate it, especially during the upcoming holiday season. The Oxford Police Department and City of Oxford contributed $25,000 to the Center for Applied Forensics at Jacksonville State University. Per JSU, the unwavering support from the police department and city allow CFAF to continue to provide relevant training and provide technical assistance to multiple law enforcement agencies in our service area. And that's an amazing thing that they've got going on there, and especially for the students at Jacksonville State University. So we want to go to a quick break. Coming up, Lacey Cluntz with your area weather right here on the TV24 News, presented by Team 1 Chevrolet of Gadsden.
Come see the wonder that is the Festival of Lights, proudly sponsored by First Bank of Alabama. Chocolaco Park is filled with over 1 million lights and twinkling displays of all the Christmas favorites. You can park and enter Santa's Village, where there is an outdoor skating rink, inflatables for the kids, food trucks, and have your photo made with Santa. Get your tickets now at oxfordlights.com.
Don't let substances tie you down.
For over 50 years, Oxford City Schools has been building a legacy that we can all be proud of: academics, athletics, and more. While we are proud of where we've been, we are even more proud of where we are going. Oxford City Schools prepares children from elementary school all the way to the time that they graduate. Our goal is to mold students into future leaders and pioneers of this community and the world.
The Coosa Valley, on the banks of the Coosa River in Gadsden, Alabama. Fishing, boating, and paddling, and home to Team 1 Chevrolet. Team 1 Chevy has been serving generations for years. Even the grandkids are grown. Come by and see why so many people come back to Team 1 Chevy in Gadsden.
Home of the best people, the best service, period.
For today's Forecast Extra, Italy's Mount Etna volcano erupted yesterday, creating a dazzling glow in the night sky. Mount Etna is one of the world's most active volcanoes and is surrounded by 70 square miles of protected land. No one lives within the Mount Etna site, but lava flows have reached populated areas in the past. The fertile volcanic soil at the volcano's base supports vineyards, orchards, and other agriculture. Coming up here in Oxford this week, we're going to have cooler temperatures with a chance of rain on most days. Now tonight, temperatures are getting down to 51 degrees and we'll have partly cloudy skies. And then tomorrow, it's getting up to 66 degrees and we're going to have cloudy skies and a possible chance of showers. Now tomorrow, the showers, we're looking at about a 30% chance, but Wednesday, it's going to be 60%, and then Thursday, 30%. We are hoping that those are going to keep things cooled off. As for the rest of the week, the skies are looking very clear. Still a slight chance of rain, ranging from about 5 to 20% on those days. We'll know closer to time if that is going to come of anything, but as long as those temperatures stay cool, we are happy here. I'm Lacey Cluntz with your TV24 weather. Coming up, sports. We'll be right back.
The Coosa Valley, on the banks of the Coosa River in Gadsden, Alabama. Fishing, boating, and paddling, and home to Team 1 Chevrolet. Team 1 Chevy has been serving generations for years. Even the grandkids are grown. Come by and see why so many people come back to Team 1 Chevy in Gadsden.
Home of the best people, the best service, period.
team. How can I help you?
I was thinking about getting a tattoo. Do I need to make an appointment?
No, we take walk-ins every day. Let's find someone to help you. Follow me. Okay, if you'll have a seat right here. Thank you.
Come down to Classic 13, where good tattoos aren't cheap and cheap tattoos ain't good.
This past Friday and Saturday in Jacksonville was the Alabama Recreation and Parks Association State Volleyball Tournament. 36 teams and around 500 players ranging from 3rd grade through 8th grade came from all over the state to compete for the title championship.
Playing that part is great. I've grew up in this community center pretty much my whole entire life. I played volleyball, but we didn't have youth volleyball. My dad's Ed Kennedy, and he said, let's get youth volleyball up here and get them started at a young age. So being here and hosting state for it is just amazing. We did not win our first game, but that's typical for my girls. We never win our first game. I don't know what it is. I guess it gives them a little fire about them. But today they played really good. I'm not disappointed about anything that they did. I mean, it's 5th and 6th graders, but they're really a good team. I'm really extremely proud of them and their mental today. We struggle with their emotions, being tough on themselves, and I think today we did a really good job to put us in a good spot for tomorrow.
They played very well today. They played hard and came out like we were supposed to come out and play, and it's very good for us to come out and represent this with the city of Jasper.
These girls didn't require a whole lot of coaching. They're already all-stars. We've had a short amount of time with one another, but it's been an absolute joyful journey. They work together. We don't just hit a ball around. We practice unity, respect. We're big on community efforts, and they have just come together in such an incredible way. We're thankful for the opportunities.
Well, we had a really good season this year, 7-1. These girls played the heart out this year, and you know we're here at the state championships. We're ready to go.
My number is number 2, and my favorite thing is passing.
My number is 14, and I probably like setting.
I'm number 1, and my favorite part of volleyball is setting. I'm number 7, and my favorite part of volleyball is serving.
I'm number 6, and my favorite part is serving.
I'm number 8, and my favorite part is serving.
I'm number 16, and my favorite part is setting.
I'm number 9, and my favorite part is spiking.
I'm number 10, and my favorite part is serving.
I'm number 11, and my favorite part is serving.
I'm number 4, and my favorite part is passing.
1, 2, 3, family!
In the 3rd and 4th grade bracket, the Enterprise girls beat the Muscle Shoals girls for the championship win. For the 5th and 6th grade division, the Enterprise young ladies took the championship title as well. Finally, in the 7th and 8th grade bracket, the Sylacauga girls beat out the Chelsea young girls. These young ladies mean business when they play, and they are getting ready to move up to the high school world. It's a great tournament, and you definitely want to catch it next year. Local high school cross-country teams were out running at the state meet this past weekend. The Oxford Yellow Jackets boys team came in 12th, and the girls team came in 15th. Ohatchee High School Indians had Ashley Easterwood and Gabe Ruffcorn run for them in the state run for cross-country. The Pleasant Valley Raider girls, Ellie Medley and Zellie Wood, competed, and the boys team finished 6th. The Donahoe Falcon cross-country teams also competed at state. And speaking of the Donahoe Falcons, congratulations to their cheerleaders who are state-bound. They just won the 1A Super Regional Championships in both divisions they competed in. This past season's Oxford High School Yellow Jacket baseball team was honored Friday night at Lamar Field. The 2023 AHSAA 6A baseball state champs received their rings. Congratulations, guys. Coming up in the second round of the state high school football playoff games, we have the following local teams. This Friday night, November 17th at 7 p.m., starting with Division 1A, the Coosa Christian Conquerors will take on the Lynn Bears. The Winterboro Bulldogs will take on the Pickens County Tornadoes. In Division 2A, the BB Comer Tigers will take on the Highland Home Flying Squadron. In Division 3A, the Randolph County Tigers take on the St. James Trojans. The Piedmont Bulldogs take on the Lauderdale County Tigers. In Division 4A, the Hanley Tigers take on the Booker T. Washington Golden Eagles. The Jacksonville Golden Eagles take on the Bibb County Choctaws. The Cherokee County Warriors take on the Haleyville Lions. And finally, in Division 6A, the Oxford Yellow Jackets take on the A.H. Parker Thundering Herd. The Gadsden City Titans take on the Hartselle Tigers. Texas A&M has fired their head coach Jimbo Fisher after a Saturday win where the Aggies beat the Mississippi State Bulldogs 51-10. But don't feel too bad for Fisher though, as he is owed a $76 million buyout for his firing. That is more than double the known buyout paid to a college head coach who has been fired. Next up, we have the number 8 Alabama Crimson Tide, who trampled the Kentucky Wildcats Saturday. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at some of these highlights from that game.
For a touchdown to Amari Nyblack. Jalen Milroe is blossoming.
They had quite a few touchdowns going down in this game, as they had no mercy on Kentucky, as they like to do to most of their opponents. So Alabama's final score was 49 and Kentucky 21. And now for, we also really quick, the Alabama Crimson Tide takes on the Georgia Bulldogs in the SEC Championship game, most likely. Finally, the Auburn Tigers roared loud and the Hogs from Arkansas cried wee, wee, wee all the way home. Let's take a look at some of the hog roasting that took place Saturday.
27 to the 30, he's the 40, 45, he's in the 50, he's in the 40, he's gone! Keontae Scott! 15,
Auburn's just
10,
running
5,
wild,
touchdown,
and they took it out on the Hogs.
yards.
And I tell you what, it's going to be an interesting game when they come up playing Bama this year. So that's pretty much going to be it for sports today. So welcome up here, Lacey.
Wee, all the way.
They did.
Oh, that was great.
Auburn took on the Hogs, and Hugh Freeze just roasted them. I mean, he just.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the Georgia Bulldogs, which you're not as big of a fan of, but they're looks like they're going to be playing Alabama probably.
Roll Dogs, right? Yeah. Oh my goodness.
So,
well, we want to thank you for tuning in to the TV24 News presented by Team 1 Chevrolet of Gadsden. Signing off from Oxford, Alabama. Have a great night.